Hi, I'm Colleen Ivancic, and I just want to take a few minutes to show you how to get around in our course on D2L. And so when you come to our course homepage, you'll see announcements. I will be posting 1 to 2 announcements a week, probably more in the beginning, to kind of help you get started in the course. You'll also see over here, here's a quick link to get to my email. Feel free, when you have questions, to reach out to me right away with the email. I will respond within 24 hours. Usually it's much sooner, so check back for a response after you send me an email. And then the calendar here, we can get to our upcoming due dates, and most of these will take you directly to the assignment. So the due dates are in several places in the course, and getting to the assignment is in a couple places in the course. So you should always know what you have due and what you have to be working on. Majority of the time you're going to be spent on this content tab. So when you click here, here you're going to see the information, kind of the beginning, getting to know you, course information, information about Connect. That's the online homework system that we're going to be using. Here's a link about Excel, because we will be working in Excel. You don't have to have Excel though, because Connect will have problems that with Excel built into it. And then here is, I should be in the student view, not the instructor view, because right now only week 1 is open for you. But usually by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, I open up the next week's work so that you can work ahead if you need to, because it is difficult when you get behind. I do take late work. There's a penalty. You'll see all those policies in the syllabus. And so if you do have a bad week and fall behind, but you got to get caught back up right away. Preferably work ahead if you know you have a busy week coming up, or maybe just always try to stay working ahead so that you never get into that position where you miss a deadline. So at the beginning of this first week, you're going to click on this course information tab, and then here we can get other tabs of information. So information about the course. Here you can see the textbook. I really recommend using the Pioneer book bundle, okay, in this first week, okay, or for this course, just because this book is costly, because you've got a textbook and Connect access, and you want to, it is better if you do have the physical textbook. I know some students say they will read the book, an e-textbook, and maybe that is true for you, but it's very nice to have the physical pages in front of you as you're working on problems. Okay, so you can click on through and you can read everything on these tabs. Course objectives, course requirements and grading. A lot of this is also in the syllabus. Okay, then our getting started task is getting the textbook. So getting it from the Pioneer book bundle is probably going to be the best for this course, because of this textbook and Connect Access is costly. It is used for 2 courses though. So this is financial accounting that transfers directly to bachelor's programs. Managerial accounting uses the same book, Business 132, and that transfers directly to bachelor's programs. And then here's information that I'm showing you right now in this video. Here's written information, and then here's this video that I'm recording here. The syllabus and the course schedule, so you can click here, get the syllabus and see the course schedule. That course schedule, as I said, it's in a few places. It's on the syllabus, it's in the calendar, and then policies and expectations. So here you can check out various policies, and some of these are also in the syllabus as well. Important dates, right? Here's my late work policy. 10% penalty per day. I take it up to a week late, but a big penalty because I really don't want you falling behind. Mandatory participation in the first 10 days. As I said, it's not good to fall behind, but the college requires any students that have not submitted an academic assignment So the introduction isn't an academic assignment, that doesn't count. So it would be the SMART book or the problems assignment in week 1. If you don't submit that within the first 10 days of the term, right? If you have not submitted any work, academic work, in the first 10 days of the term, I have to report you as non-participating, and then you will be dropped from the class. And honestly, it's kind of the best route, because somebody that is not going to be logging in regularly to the class is probably not going to be successful. So if you have a situation where you just don't, just because of other obligations in your life, you don't have the time to spend on the class, it's probably better to find that out in the beginning and get out of the class. So if you really want to be in this class, make sure you do an assignment in the first 10 days. Hopefully you will meet the deadlines in the first week, because if you wait 10 days, you're late. So here's information about our discussions. Okay, you can read about this. The discussions are going to be based on what you learn in the textbook. And here I've got some wording about, I don't want you using AI. A lot of students are making posts from AI, and then I got to go back and tell you, you're not going to get credit. You're not going to learn anything just putting something into AI and copying and pasting it. And you're not going to get any points either. So please don't do that. A lot of our discussions, our discussions after this first introduction discussion, you're going to be in groups, and everybody's going to talk about a different topic. So you can come here to see a video, and then here's some instructions for reserving a topic. Getting help, okay? So if you need to get help in the course, reach out to me. I'm very happy to set up a meeting with you. You can come, if you can come to campus, if maybe you're on campus for another class, you can come to my office hours. I'll meet you on campus, or we'll just do a video conference, okay? Usually those students will say, I'm really far behind, I need to be tutored, and then what it turns out is they really haven't been reading or using any of the resources. So you got to do that first before we meet. But if you are reading the chapter and you have questions, make a list of the questions. I might be able to answer them by email, but we could also speak by phone or have a video conference. I'm very happy to do that. I'm always happy when my students are working, and anything I can do to help you with learning. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So please just send me an email, and I'm happy to answer your questions. How am I doing in my class? It kind of just talks about the discussions. Here's the introductions. So here's my bio, and then you're going to post about yourself by coming to this discussion. Okay. And PSC resources, you can kind of click here and get some information about the college. Okay. Connect. So Connect is going to be our homework system. We're going to be doing our homework problems, and our quizzes and exams are going to either be on Connect or on D2L. And so here's information about registering. I'm actually going to show that to you. But important is the tech support. It's kind of small. I should make this bigger. But if you have any issues with accessing Connect, it's fine to shoot me an email, but I can't fix Connect. I don't maintain that website. That's a publisher's website. So you have to call tech support. They are really good. That's why I like to use Connect. They're really good. They will get you fixed up right away. Okay. So if you want to send me an email to let me know that it's going on, but as soon as you send me the email, pick up the phone and call, because as I said, I can't fix it. They will send you a case number that you can send to me to let me know about what happened. But they'll fix you up within minutes if you have problems. But you need to call because you need to be able to describe what's on your computer screen. And then here's some information about Excel. We're going to be learning about Excel because this is predominantly used in business, making spreadsheets. And so we're going to get started. A lot of my students have never opened Excel. So if you have worked in Excel before, you're not going to learn a whole lot of new things, but getting practice and getting up to speed and building your Excel skills is really important. So we're going to be doing problems on Connect. You don't have to have the Excel software because you will be able to access it through Connect. And I have these videos kind of showing you how to work in Excel. And so a lot of these are also with the chapter that the problem is related to with my instructor videos. Okay, so that's all of the kind of beginning information, and then you can get into the actual week. So you want to look at all of this in the first day that you're in the course, okay? And then every week you want to go to this week tab, and this week content is what you want to be looking at. So this week content here, I've got a little intro to what we're going to do this week. I've got the objectives for the week, and then we can come down here, we can see the tasks. And we can see some of the tasks are read study, some are complete. I see a lot of students, they don't do the read study, they come to the complete, and then they're lost, and they spend a lot of time. And I always tell my students, the hour you spend reading the chapter, you're going to get back because you are going to do the homework faster and more accurately, and you're going to learn it and understand it and have mastered the concepts for when it comes to exam week. So don't skip over this, as well as the other resources. Okay, so when you click on the next tab, here's an outline of the chapter, here's PowerPoint, and then here are my videos. So week 1 is pretty light. We're just getting introduced. In fact, chapter 1, we cover over 2 weeks. It's the only chapter that we take 2 weeks on. Everything else we'll do in a week. And so here, I just have lecture videos. So if we are in class and we go through the PowerPoint slides, that's what you're going to get here. But I tell students, if you read the chapter and you're not sure what you read, come back and listen to these and get the theory, right? And I do have students that come to my office and say they're lost, and then I start asking them very basic questions about the chapter, and they can't answer them. And I believe them when they say they read it, but it didn't register. So that's why they can't talk about any of the topics. If it's not registering, listen to these lecture videos. Starting in next week, in addition to the lecture videos, there will be demonstration videos where I work through the problems. So if you feel like you have a good handle on the chapter after you read it, you don't have to listen to these lecture videos, although some of my students say they listen to them in their car on their way to work. But watch the demonstration videos, because these are about 15 minutes long. The demonstration videos are shorter. Some are only a couple minutes to 5 minutes long. And that's where I actually work through the problems, okay? So that should be helpful. So that's the instructor videos, discussion and assignments. So here's what we got to do this week. Here's the discussion. And then this very first week, when we click on the Chapter 1 Smart Book, so this will be the first assignment we're going to do on Connect. This is where you'll be brought to the registration screens, okay? And so if you have already gotten your book through the Pioneer book bundle and you've got your Connect access code, after you go to the first screen and put in your information and your email address and all that, the next one will be the registration screen, and you'll be able to enter your access code. Okay. If you haven't bought an access code yet, if you haven't figured out what you're going to do, you can still get to work right away because you get 2 weeks of courtesy access. Okay. So there's no reason to not get to work right away in this class. Okay. So you're going to have a smart book, the problem assignment, and then this career reflection. This is not on Connect, but the other 2 assignments are kind of short. I just kind of want you to start thinking about what you want your career path to be. So let me move this over. So here's the instructions for the assignment. You can see the rubric, and then here you can upload your submission. So this is just going to be a 1-page reflection in your own words. You should not be using AI or copying from a website. You're going to read, and then you're going to write about what you've learned about an accounting professional, and think about what you want for your career, because it's kind of interesting. They all do different things. There's many different career paths you can take in accounting and business, and I want you to start thinking about them. And then you'll also see some links to some more videos. These are the publisher's videos. So you can see you've got a lot of resources for help. You've got me for help. And so just get in and get started. Really, success in this class is based on you putting in the time. Please reach out to me with your questions. I'm looking forward to a great semester.